what is rockin' roadies? Ooh, still getting over that cold there. Just trying to come out of that. I'm getting ready for work right now, so. And actually, I got a meeting first. I got my mental health meeting, so I can so I can stay sane. Because otherwise, I'll go insane and explode, and I'll probably actually explode. Like I'll actually spontaneously combust. But I'm not like outwardly violent. I'm usually inwardly not okay, and things like that happen. But I think you guys know that by now. So shut my door. What's this? What's this? Your rewards just got better. Mail that probably won't be doing anything fun with anyway. I mean, actually, talk to you guys instead of freaking look at my mail. So, still got that cold, like I said. And the most of it's gone. So, oh yeah, first thing, I guess I got a Switch, so that's cool. That's good news. So 2 years, I finally get one. But oh yeah, the thing I wanted to say, I was just watching some vlogs of other people, and it just reminded me of just things that happened in the hold on, I'm trying to put my gloves on because it's actually quite cool out right now. Let's see if I can. Well, let me turn the camera around first so I can see. Hold on. So you can see where we're going and such. There we go. Instead of looking at my ugly face the whole time. All right. I'll put my other glove on. So yeah, I was looking at these other vlogs. Just reminded me of like times. Sorry for giving you vertigo. Still trying to put that. I just gotta put my pinky in. Hold on. Let me just give you the most vertigo you've ever had. There. All right. So, also don't cover the stupid microphone. Okay. Finally, now let me actually talk. This is like probably 5 minutes into the video. So, hopefully the wind's not too bad. I was just watching these videos of people talking about their lives and what they till then, and I was like, you know, we've had a pretty interesting life. And it's just kind of cool to like listen to what people have gone through and done, and I don't know. Just, to me, it's cool. I don't know if it's cool to you guys. Well, the ones who are watching this video obviously think it is, because otherwise they wouldn't be watching it. Make pass? No, I can't. Not yet. But it just reminded me of like my high school days, or even middle school and stuff. At least high school is where the uphill both ways things come. You know how people say, "Well, back in my day, I had to walk uphill both ways in the snow." Well, that was true. Oh, I get dust in my eye from the wind. That was true for me. We had to go uphill one way in the snow during high school. And man, there were some days it was blistering cold. Like it would be negative like 40 below zero with the wind chill. And some days it would hit there without even with a wind chill. It got cold up there. So it would get to like I said, it would get to like 40 below with a wind chill. We'd be walking. I remember me walking up to the school backwards to keep the wind from blowing in our faces. And I mean, we got rides here and there too, but I mean, it wasn't that long of a ride. And I mean, well, I guess it was like, it wasn't exactly a mile from where we were, but it was definitely a decently long walk in the cold. But we were pretty used to it after a while, so it wasn't so bad after a couple. The first couple of times you do it, you're like, whatever. It's like the first couple of times each winter, I guess, because then you're like, oh, it's just cold out. It does that, and then by the time you get into school and like when you walk home, you're not even that worried about it because most of the time it warmed up anyway. And second of all, it wasn't. You're like, oh, I gotta get home so I can do whatever else, like so you can play some games or not do homework or something like that. Or there's a lot of times where I just didn't. I absolutely hate it. I still to this day hate homework, and so I would go home and like, or even before that, I would try as fast as I can to get my homework done during class. Like I'd be in other classes, like I'd be in like math. Just take, for example, I'd be in like math class doing English or something like that, and the whole class, and then during the next class I would do homework in the next from the previous class into that one. Like it was just a cycle, and if I didn't, shut up other truck, and if I didn't get it done, I'd be like, help, that's too bad for you, homework, make homework. And like I was horrible with my homework. Don't ever take my example with homework. Tests, on the other hand, I ace tests like left and right because being what you might call it there, ADHD and such, and having some other, they say disabilities, but sometimes you can use them to your advantage. Like ADHD, I forget what it stands for, like, but you can like hyper focus on things, so you can like cut out everything and like just do homework and don't listen. Oh, I'm gonna cross. But you can just cut out everything and just do homework, or you can like cut out everything and do homework and pay attention to the lesson, and so you know what's going on, so you don't like get behind. The only time I would get behind like that is if I was like talking to friends, and then I'd have to like try to figure out where we were and catch back up. So those are cool times when you have to do that and have to ask, hey, what the heck are we doing? And freaking teacher catches you talking, and all you're doing is actually asking where you were. But yeah, well, then again, if you tell the teacher that, they're like, oh, why weren't you paying attention anyway? Put that away. There's not too many times where I actually had to put something else away in class. Like I remember there was one time I had, it was in high school though, so it was a little more like tolerable, forgivable. I don't know what the word is. Teacher didn't care as much because it's like, well, this is your grade. You're gonna have to do it. Like, middle school and all that. They care, but not to as an extent as they care in high school. I guess, I don't know. It feels like in middle school and in elementary school, they're like, all right, you well, there's a police station if you ever wanted to know where that was. But it felt like in middle school and high school, they're just like, we care, but we know this isn't like the end all be all. Like high school can be like, that's where you're doing scholarships and you really need to learn whatever math and stuff. But then they expect you to pay attention and do it on your own because, oh, sorry, I'm trying to breathe. My cold is killing me. So they expect you to like be able to do that stuff on your own. And if you don't, that's your prerogative, your problem. So during the middle school and elementary school years, they're always harping on you for not paying attention more. Like high school, unless you're like disturbing other students. But if you're not paying attention yourself, that's your own downfall. And I remember one time, me and my friend David, where we were playing. I don't know if we were linked battling, but we were in class playing Pokemon. I remember. Actually, I don't think we were, because we would have had to have the cable hidden somehow. And that would be pretty darn good feat, because that was back when there was no Wi-Fi. It was just we had I think it was on advanced. But it was still gold and silver. We were playing gold and silver on our advances. Actually, he was using an advance. I was using my Game Boy Color, which I actually got in a trade for a Lego ship that I built. I think I mentioned that once before in an LP or something. But there was I built, me and my brother both got, or actually I think all three of us got this cool Lego Star Wars some fighter. I don't remember what it was, but it was cool. But all three of us had one, and my brother built his right off quick. And I was never one, like we were all three of us huge into Legos. Sister was too. But I was never like one to instantly build what was on the box. Like my brother Zach, he would instantly build it and love it. And my brother Jared would mostly do the same. But I tended to like build whatever I wanted with stuff. I was like, ooh, new parts, not like, ooh, a new ship. Because I tend to like the building like bases and structures and buildings and stuff instead of. So that's how we usually played. Like I would build all the buildings for us, and Zach would build like ships and tanks and things like that, and we'd play. That was always fun. I have so many Lego stories that I could tell, but that's for another day, I guess. But so we what was I lost my train of thought with this. The Legos. The ship. This is a bunch of dog poop I just walked by. It's disgusting. Anyway, so I traded my ship because I was like, well, if I really want to use this particular ship, I can just ask Zach if I can use his. But we all like pretty much shared Legos together anyway. I mean, we definitely had our own specific things. We're like, no, this is mine that I want to use, and we respected that. And then, but there's a lot of things which we just intertwined. Like we had so many Star Wars sets. We actually had so many Qui-Gon Jinn Lego figures that's what we used for like enemies. We called them the Qui-Gons. That's how we put the emphasis on the wrong syllables. We called them the Qui-Gons, and we teamed them up with like battle droids and crap. So that's what our enemies used to be. So, but anyway, I traded that ship for my neighbor's Game Boy Color. At that point, I didn't have a Game Boy Color. I don't remember what year that was. That must have been middle school still. Oh well. No, it had to be high school. It had to be like, because when it was 2002 maybe. I don't know. I don't remember when it was. Or see, I wish I could remember dates. I can remember times and things and the smells of the air that happened, but I can't remember the date. It's weird. School bus showed up over there. Must be school getting out. So, I ended up trading that because he said he was getting a Game Boy Advance for Christmas. So, yeah, that was kind of cool. I was like, all right, and he let me play. That's the first time I played Oracle of whichever the red one is. I think the red one is Seasons, which was my more favorite of the two, because I don't know, I just like Seasons more than I like Ages. Not like, I'm not talking about the games themselves. I mean, like the word, first of all, the word Seasons, and I like changing of the seasons and stuff like that better than I do like the changing of Ages. Old and decrepit to me. I don't know why, but so I tend to like Seasons more than Ages, and actually playing them, I like Seasons better anyway, because Seasons is more action packed, whereas Ages was more puzzle based. And not that saying puzzles are bad, like Zelda's very well known for all of its cool things like that, but I don't know. I still like the action sequences in Zelda. Not to say that there wasn't puzzles in Seasons and action in Ages, but there was more in one than in the other. That was like one of the main differences between the two. And actually, Seasons had a lot more of the old bosses from Zelda 1. If you've never played it, I don't want to spoil which ones are in it, so I won't say anything if you've never played it, but it's a pretty good game, so I'd take a look at them both. And at the end, you can combine the two games to do other things, which I also won't spoil, but you can combine them, link them up. But back to like school stuff, before I'm almost here, actually I only got about a minute left or so. What else I was going to say about uphill both ways? Something else I was going to say about it, I don't remember. I didn't have to walk that far from preschool, oh there's wind, from preschool or elementary school, because they were pretty close by from where I lived, just down the street and around the corner. And there was Opal Myrick, where I was going to. And then the next place in middle school, I actually had to take a bus for that. I remember me and my friend Justin one time thought we could walk there before the bus could get there. So we left early, and then we saw, like as we were leaving, we saw the bus come up, but like the bus where we were at, the stop, was actually at Opal Myrick. So they had to go get a bunch of other students other places first of all. So we had some time, but then we saw the bus, like whereas we were on the main street, we saw the bus blaze past us, and we're like, shoot. And we ended up actually making the late bell, but just barely. It was a lot further than we anticipated, but it was a fun walk. We've had so many trips to Medway walking. There's a lot of other stories. I don't have so many stories I can tell. Like as soon as I start telling one, all the other stories just flood in. Oh yeah, I meant to say, since this was the place I lived before, I was going to tell another little thing. There's in this lawn, there's a burrow of baby bunnies. I don't know if it's still there, probably not now. Well, I guess the bunnies hibernate, so. But there was in this lawn, there's a burrow of baby bunnies, which was pretty cool. So I get to see them every morning if I wanted to. But yeah, I'll tell some more stories later because I'm at to where I need to be. So I will catch you guys later and some more stories because I'm starting to enjoy this story time with you guys. So. Oh, I didn't even see that there's someone joined in. I've been talking for 20 minutes. Oh my gosh, man. All right.